Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Dota 2 Champions League. I am here, Lysander, gonna be casting this game for you guys with CloudX. Are you there, my friend? Oh, wait, what's happening? Why is there no sound? Let me refresh the page.
Hello. Can you hear me, Lysander?
Yeah, alright, that works. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have SoliDUDES versus Team the Imperial. These guys have been getting quite a bit of attention from public eye, saying they are the guys to look out for, they're the guys to watch. They did, they had a few games up and down, not the best performances here and there, but they are still a solid team with some really interesting strategies. We talked about being interested to see what they draft this game, carry centaurs and whatnot. And personally, I'm excited to see what Baby Knight has under his upper sleeve this game, because they're well known to run funny things like sniper mid when it's off meta, carry centaurs. What other heroes? I'm not sure, but I'm sure Baby Knight won't enlighten us. Maybe Bloodseeker will be great. But then again, it's a best of one, so I really hope these guys win because it's more fun watching them. But it's not fair to count out SoliDUDES. Never really seen these guys. Just that I recognize Seal Kid, Kefka, but it's like a faint thing. It's not a strong impression. So this is the game for them to make that impression, imprint themselves in my mind.
Yeah, well, Kefka's not Kefka. What am I saying? Seal Kid has actually been on and off for a while now. I think Kefka is the stand-in. Their Wikipedia page says they don't really have 5 people on their team right now. There's just 4 people, and they're lacking an offlaner apparently. So I'm guessing Kefka's the stand-in for that role. But yeah, Seal Kid's been on and off. He's taken a bit of a break, I believe, earlier on this year, and then he's come back. Before that, he was an NIP. He had a short stint with Stake Gaming, but yeah, they're clearly the unknown element here in this game, I'd say. The Imperial, we've seen enough of them to form an opinion now. They like playing wild Dota, if there's such a term. Ace,
Dota.
We've seen him. He's one of those guys that...
Experimental Dota, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but he's one of those captains that really seems like he wants to lead the charge from the front lines. He's drafting, he's the one position, he's not afraid to try wacky stuff. Among other wacky things, he's even done a core slaughter in a meta that now regards slaughter as one of the best offlaners out there. So yeah, expecting some interesting stuff coming out from them in the draft. But hey, speaking of interesting, Warlock's back.
Yeah, the first pick Warlock as well, and this OD does make me worry a bit. I believe his orb does massive damage to golems, so okay, it's only illusions, so I'm not sure about the summons part, but still, it's gonna be interesting to see how this Warlock plays up. I haven't actually seen a proper Warlock game.
I'm sorry, it says summon units and illusion, so I think those golems are gonna take a beating.
Is it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does say that. I remember it does say that somewhere. So the only... Okay, but the thing is that it's exempted to Spirit Bear, I think? Spirit Bear doesn't take bonus, does it? Okay, I don't know.
I can't remember, man.
Time to hit up the Dotapedia. You pretend to talk, and then
so Kunkka is the secondary support alongside... I think it's Kunkka as the secondary support alongside Warlock. I have seen core Warlock every now and then, but I don't expect that to be the case here. I would hope it's not the case here, because core Warlock is then you're definitely just playing around the clock, because then you drop and that's it, and you make your drop all the more valuable when you basically prioritize items on the Warlock as well. You probably want to run him as that babysitting support. Let Kunkka get the freedom to run around the map and cause all sorts of chaos, particularly towards the middle lane. But SoliDUDES, they haven't given away too much with their first 2 picks, whereas Imperial has given away what should be their middle laner. And then you've got the Ogre, who just fits so well into their playstyle. That diving support, an absurd amount of armor and HP to start with, gives them the liberty to actually jump in on the middle lane, or even behind the towers on the off lane, to try and make some plays.
Yeah, well, I don't see anything here about bears taking extra damage. Maybe I'll go to Warlock and see. Maybe it's a lesser known.
Yeah, well,
because Warlock golems are kind of like ancient heroes. They're like creep heroes, which is a little bit different.
I'm not too sure, man, because Warlocks... I remember that OD's hits used to work versus him. I don't know if they changed it later on.
I'm sure we'll see later on, definitely.
Yeah. Well, we know that the Purge doesn't work, so that made Warlock a little more viable, but that was in a meta when OD wasn't really popular.
Yeah.
So maybe that change has been ignored.
Alright. We'll see what happens here.
You've got a Rubik ban coming out along with a Silencer ban. I don't know what to make of these because we have seen a lot of Rubik coming out again. Like we spoke about the Warlock and the Shadow Demon. Rubik has been right alongside those two, at least in the open qualifier games for the Boston Major. I'm not sure if it really is justified to ban out a Rubik as a possible threat versus Warlock's Golem being stolen.
Okay. Rubik, yeah, I guess you don't want to have the Warlock Golem stolen, and the Silencer is also a big one as well because you can shut down, and it's also a hero that Imperial would pick. You know, you shut down that counter initiation. Warlock ulti, I think, is usually used as a counter initiate, so I like to think that they ban out that Silencer for that as well. They don't want to get their combo interrupted. You know, I think that's the worst thing that can happen. You use only half your combo and you get shut down, and then you effectively waste both cooldowns. You know. So now I like this Jug pickup. It can go into the middle lane to contest that OD. OD doesn't punish Jug as much as he would like to. There's just spin to clear waves. It's powerful. And right now I'm still wondering where this Warlock sits because from what I hear from the pros, they usually try and dual lane a Warlock so that he gets more EXP. But I'm not too convinced with a solo supporting Warlock because of how prone he is to harassment from an offlaner. So we'll see. Again, another Oracle.
Yeah, I actually do like the Warlock as a solo support because the only problem is you're more than likely going to end up pushing a creep wave when you try and harass because Fatal Bonds, the way it works is you have to have something to tether it to, otherwise it's meaningless. But if you do have a hero that can zone out or rather score a kill alongside that Warlock, the Juggernaut does seem to fit the build sort of well, but I feel like Warlock could work as a solo support. Then again, Juggernaut needs a slower stun to help him get that Blade Fury damage in. And it looks like it'll be a mid-Juggernaut after all, as Morphling comes out as their core. SoliDUDES. I'm not seeing the synergy in their draft.
Well, Morphling synergizes with himself. That's what makes him great.
The question is it too soon to pick up Morphling? Because there's still opportunities for Imperial to pick up ways to deal with it. I'm thinking an anti-mage as their core. Might be too late to pick up a silence-oriented hero right now. But yeah, I think an anti-mage is a good choice here for them.
Yeah, anti-mage is good. The lockdown, no, the mana burn on the Morphling. It is vulnerable to Kunkka X though, which is a little bit iffy, but then again you have OD to banish in case you get X, so I think the threat of that is gone. They will go with Nyx Assassin instead. I think it's good. I think the Nyx has minimal harassment threat here, but right now I'm not seeing that dual lane that the Warlock is usually promised, so I'm worrying about his level gain. It does look like it will be a mid Juggernaut, it will be a safe lane Morphling, but Kunkka and Warlock do seem like the supports that will be in the lane, and they don't have a lot of punch between them. I think Nyx should be pretty safe actually.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I feel like Nyx is gonna be fine, and Nyx, he's also gotten a few changes to himself, right? Where he's got the absurd amount of HP regen now. So if things really do get bad, there's not much stopping him from picking up an Iron Talon and going into the jungle himself.
Alright. Shadow Fiend ban is something that I thought was really odd.
Okay, then I didn't even see that. I saw the sniper and I wrote that off as weird, but then did not see a Shadow Fiend ban coming.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Well, we'll see what happens here. The heroes are still being banned out. The Lifestealer being removed. Okay. Lifestealer. I don't know if Lifestealer would have been a pick here because of how the. Well, I guess it can combo the Nyx Assassin, but being. I guess it's okay, but I don't think Lifestealer was the real problem here. Now that the Luna is picked up, it does look like Imperial just want to push again. I think, are they the guy? Okay, no, I think NP are the only team that goes Aghanims on Luna. I think they're the only team.
I don't think I've seen anyone do it.
But, you know, I really like that item on Luna. I think it's superbly underrated against the right lineups, and this does look like a lineup where you can actually pull off an Aghanims Luna, and it is Imperial.
Yeah, so let's not put it past them.
I'm hopeful because I love seeing the light show.
I've never seen it. I'm just gonna put it out there. I've never seen an Axe Luna. I should probably build it in a bot game and give it a shot.
You've never seen the Luna Ultimate with Eggs? Even
No,
in
I
a pub
haven't.
game? Wow.
No, I really haven't.
It's the only
I've
way
seen
I
it-
play Luna, man.
Really?
Yeah. I pick up like, maybe I go for Dragonlance first, and then I pick up the Eggs right after. Or I pick up the Eggs right away after Treads or Ring of Aquila. It just does so much, especially if you have a Faceless Void, it's
10
extra
seconds
powerful.
Worth experimenting with, I guess.
And Open
Okay,
Clockwork,
then.
okay,
This
wow.
is. I mean, this is an abomination. I don't like the Clockwork as an offlaner anymore.
Okay, why not?
Um,
I've not seen it in a while, so this is a really refreshing
Oh
pick.
no, we've got a DC.
It's refreshing, yeah, but he's gonna be burned to death by that Ogre Magi just walking up to him every now and then. He's not gonna be once he does get zoned out, which he almost certainly will. I don't think he's gonna be able to move into the jungle either, because that's
Iron
not
Talon,
what
man.
Clockwork does. It's risky. The only merit to picking Clockwork here is that Luna's got to get slightly close to the creep wave to do her thing.
I think you can lock
But-
down an Oracle, lock down an OD as well. He can't banish under the thing because of how his cast time is horrendous, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just check that right now. Cast time.
10 seconds remaining.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, Fate's Edict has
5
a
seconds remaining.
pretty long cast time from what I remember, so that's definitely a kill if he can lock him in, but locking him in is almost impossible in a tri-lane that's gonna have an Ogre and an Oracle sitting in the periphery.
I mean, solo kills are not going to happen, but there is going to be that potential to catch. So, Clockwork, Battery Assault happens every 0.7. So, yeah, OD will be able to cast this animation, but it's still going to be a problem for him. It's still going to clink while in the bubble. So, if he locks down the OD in the bubble, no, I mean in that cog, he can still effectively put the OD out of the fight. Although OD does go for stuff first, so we'll see.
That's true.
I think this Clockwork has potential to shine because you have that combo with the Kunkka to throw stuff in there. You can also have a one-on-one with the Golem. That's also fun. So I think it's got potential for synergy, and I'm excited to see new heroes. You know, that's just it. I like to see new heroes. It's why I love casting these BO1s, you know, for the more obscure teams, because you have those teams there's using these as a platform for experimentation. You have the she strategies coming out. It's fun, you know. It's not the highest stakes, but it's also a great chance to practice. You know, that's when the fun ones come up, because a lot of the pro games, they have the more run-of-the-mill strategies, right? They have the standard, okay, we're gonna pick this, you know, the same heroes over and over because the meta has started to, you know, solidify. You know, we have heroes always being picked. Oh, Noya gonna walk into the Warlock here. Yeah, they'll both scout each other out, and I think they know the shenanigans about to happen. This Warlock a little bit too far from home, and the Ignite will start. It's gotta be First Blood. I'm surprised he still kept walking that way, and body blocks are perfect here for Noya. Mercy. Nope. First Blood goes to the mid laner as well. Baby Knight is gonna enjoy that one. So already early money. GLHF after that. That is just pure bad manners right there. But yeah, we're gonna run through the teams. I think we did not run through the teams last match because the fight started early. But we're gonna have Mickey on SoliDUDE playing the Juggernaut mid. We have Sealkit on the Kunkka. We have here's the Joe, just gotta be there on that Nyx, but it's not the same team. We have SoliDUDE himself, the name of the team named after him. Gonna play the Morphling, the Warlock, gonna be played by Insania. The guy just says fat First Blood. Kafka gonna be on a Clockwork. Gotta be careful, the Luna is closing in with the Windlace. And yeah,
Yep,
Team
on the
Imperial.
other side, meanwhile, you've got Ace playing that Luna. No wacky heroes for him, just a standard Luna this time around. OD, handled by Baby Knight. Rai is going to be on that Oracle right next to him, with Nyx Assassin in the hands of Joe, Rotten, which puts Ogre squarely in the hands of Noya. So, on paper, I gotta say I'm favoring Imperial's lineup, but let's hope that SoliDUDES can surprise us.
Yeah, you're hating on the Clockwork. We'll see. There is this this option of cogging the wave. You know, we haven't seen that in a while. Clockwork, a hero less picked now in this current meta game. Baby Knight already gonna start taking jabs here from the Juggernaut, but this Jug, he's about to face some Ogre, and there's gonna be the spin for that. But the pull of the wave comes in, and that's just the Ogre thing, right? Just harassed with that Ignite constantly, that walking tango of a man. It's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, so it really is. But speaking of walking tango, you've also got a Nyx assassin waltzing around with a truck ton of
High
regen up top.
heroes. He's got a high base
Insane.
regen as well, so he's gonna interrupt the pull, which is great. Gonna allow himself to get that EXP, and yeah, Joe's gonna be happy in the middle lane. And the best part about harassing a Juggernaut early is that he can't actually look to blow the wave, the spin early, because it's such a long cooldown, level 1. So you can just ignite. If he spins to dodge it, he's used his only out for the next 40 seconds. So right now we have
not
this
to mention the
low lane.
mana issues that he's got to contend with, because I believe he's got about two spins at level 1.
About him, yeah. And yeah, we do actually see this solo Warlock getting his EXP though. He's promised dual lane, gonna have more EXP. He's gonna sacrifice a little bit as the Nyx will be getting that juicy level as well. But Kefka will have support in the bottom lane, allowing him to play a little bit more greedy, push himself further up, and get the EXP he wants with the Kunkka at his aid there. But Kunkka now walks away, so chances of dying has just increased.
Okay, I don't think Kefka's gonna die. I think the smart thing for him, if there's any signs of troubles, he just walks back and pops that salve. I don't think they have enough firepower to bring him down, not to mention the cogs. That should almost certainly push the Luna away if she goes in. But the one place I do think a kill might happen is on this top lane, because Hestijo is getting quite heavily beaten up.
Okay.
And he's out of consumables now.
He's just probably gonna suicide to neutrals maybe, or just run home all the way. But he brings himself south and the tango, so he's planning to stay here long term.
Alright, middle lane. Baby Knight. He's bullying the Juggernaut quite a bit. 12 CS up against the 7 on Mickey. Mickey's actually getting a few hits in. He should have considered popping the spin
and
there.
then he walks back into it, Baby Knight though. He's got Banish in 1, so there shouldn't be a follow-up here. He's gonna get a few clunks in, but I don't think Seal Kid will be getting anything done here, and especially now with Noya walking in, has that Ignite ready. Shouldn't be able to get a kill, and the salve on both sides gonna keep them fresh and topped up, so they're gonna be going in for round 2. Morphling leading the top CS charts. We talked about Kefka not dying. He's in a little bit of trouble right now. Facing up against this Luna, he's gonna just run in there, just pops the salve, and they don't want to chase him into that enclosed area. The smart thing too as well. But Ace Rise coming in, he does have Fortune's End again. He is looking to do that, but the call's coming in. Do you have the Kunkka ready? So have to play very safe here. Cogged in means a guaranteed torrent, and might be a solo kill as well with the battery assault now at level 2. That outputs a lot of damage in a one-on-one situation.
Well, they're doing pretty well here.
Morphling. Okay.
Yikes. Okay. I was just about to say that they're doing pretty well at bottom, but it looks like we might see a kill, because Noya's gonna come in, drops down the stun, the Ignite as well, and Kefka's about to meet his maker. The body block. That's a big body blocking him.
There's Fairy Fire. He should be fine.
Right. Stick charges, Fairy Fire, all of that to boot.
Yeah, that's Luna missing CS as well, so overall I think it's a great disruption team they have here. Just messing around with them. Not giving away kills, I think, was the biggest part of that. And allowing themselves to stabilize, get levels, because that's the main point of the offlane. You know, get the levels right now. SoliDUDE, they have those big ultimates. They want to just wait for them, and then they start taking a base. They have the Morphling to probably sit there and farm while the 4 of them go make trouble around the map. And the Morphling gets his E-Blade, and then problem starts.
I think that's another... I don't want to sound like I'm hating on them too much, but I think that's another problem with SoliDUDE's lineup. They're gonna have to play around that long cooldown of the Warlock drop, because like you said, it's their best spell right now at counter-initiating.
They have
and it's also their only... Sorry?
They have boat, so they'll have boat and Clockwork Hook to, you know, fight in between that. But yeah, the Warlock cooldown is always going to be a problem. But I think you do it when you have a fight that, you know, it can help you take a tower after. They've got a few ultimates they can cycle through, I think. They've got the bigger ones, and then they got the smaller ones like boat and hook.
That, coupled with the fact that Hestijo, in the next couple of minutes, he's going to pretty much just disappear from the map and start putting pressure on these carries and on these supports as well. Warlock is... I want to say he's easy pickings if the Nyx gets the level advantage.
Oh no, calls his teammate in. That's not the plan. Purifying Flames, they're going to find that kill there, so they do get that kill, but Rise might be finding himself in a spot of border as well, but nope, they have 3-on-1 here, and they got Luna Blessing as well, So this is going to be problems here for the Clockwork. He just juked through, but he's going to get kited here. He gets cogged in. There is no Purifying Flames to follow up. He gets a solo kill. Big one to get there. Stick charges to TP out as well. The mana on Ace is just lacking right now. So a stick charge into TP could be the play. But he goes in. He does get caught. There's a stick charge to keep himself alive for now. The cogs are ready in 2 seconds. And Kefka get pushed away. Will push them away. He will actually suicide to neutrals. Does he get it in time? He does. And one escape as well. That was sick plays there from the offlaner.
You know, that is the definition of creating space, really. Just slowing down the Luna, getting a solo kill. Yeah, it did cost them a Kunkka, but a solo kill for the Clockwork, not too bad at all.
Oh, yep, he gets it. Perfect. And yeah, that's gonna be a kill in the jug.
Alright, 3-in-1 Imperial, fire right back. And well, they might have lost one at bottom. That's an important kill in the Juggernaut at mid.
Uh-oh, Luna, bottom lane, getting pushed back in there with the cogs, like we said. A powerful spell in a one-on-one situation. Now Ace gonna find some picked off in the off lane, the lane where he's supposed to feel the safest. And playing a little bit too far up, get punished by this Clockwork pick. Luna is just someone that cannot deal with the Clockwork.
I'm stupid, I was wrong. This Clockwork pick is working wonders for them.
Well, you know, no, he has to have the right situations, and your concerns were, well, kind of true in a sense, but on the other hand, it is still early in the game. You know, those early rotations really cause a lot of trouble for them, but I think it's more due to the carelessness of them and Kefka playing well.
He's playing really well, no doubt about that, but Juggernaut, ouch, that really hurts. I think you can, I may be mistaken about this, but I think you can Blade Fury the moment you come out and not take damage.
I was surprised he didn't. No, he didn't do that earlier because he thought it was just basic harassment. The next assassin getting invis and he was level 5, so there was no reason to be wary of a Vendetta. But you know, if from all my experience in playing mid in pubs, you know, because my stack of friends don't play mid, so I'm always the mid guy. So it's always invis. It's always invis. You know, I find a bounty rune top. Oh, they spike off the waves form, and Joe, he probably falls here. The fatal bonds are gonna be too much. They shoot the creep, maybe kill him that way. No, they don't kill him. Oh yeah, okay, the shadow word's gonna be enough. But yeah, it's always invis. You know, like I'll get a bounty rune. It's like, okay, the other one's a power rune, and I'll go to middle and like, this guy's a little bit late from the bottle run, right? It's always invis. Always. Now always die.
Either that or he goes and ganks somewhere and you don't call it out because you think it's an invis rune and then you get reported.
Yeah, you know, whenever you think like, could it be invis, and then you get hit. It's always invis.
Oh,
that's what I mean. But now the
hook shots right in.
And this is the early pressure I'm talking about. You know, with this early cheat they got from there. Oh no, the clips. This is problematic here. Rise will survive, bailed out by his carry. Great use of the Fate's Edict to block out a lot of that battery assault damage in this Oracle. Lucky for him, that haste rune saving his life there, but yeah, would have been a kill otherwise. Oh no, Seal Kid in trouble, gets hit by an Impale. Easy banish kill there for Baby Knight. And things looking bad here for SoliDUDE.
That's something that was on my mind actually. I didn't know if you could get the Fate's Edict off while you're inside the battery assault and the cogs. But clearly you can. I don't think there is a cast time on it after all.
Yeah, you do have cast time, but it's not as high as people like Earthshaker.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Earthshaker and Shadow Fiend, they're the two most hilarious heroes to watch inside the battery assault combination.
Okay, here comes the Meow Meow, but again, this annoying banish. I think it's just too spammable, this ability. 10-second cooldown. Just very spammable.
And he's also got his 4 stuff already finished up, so killing him is going to be a real nightmare.
At least they did get the next kill on the top. Right now, topping the CS charts is the Morphling at 69. But the OD sitting at the 68, close behind, has been doing pretty well. But you can see the effect of the Clockwork here. 53 last hits here on the Luna. Not the best. Just being very annoying there, this Kefka Clockwork.
So no Dragonlance Morphling coming out. Gonna be a standard Lincoln Sphere by the looks of it. But I think this is where, yeah, I was just about to say Hestashio starts getting active. He's got himself that Vendetta popped in. He is on the hunt, hoping that someone comes for the 10-minute rune. No joy, however.
I would really like to see the Juggernaut come down bottom to steal this stack. I'm sure Kefka has spotted it. I'm not sure if he has, but I'm sure he has spotted it out. SoliDUDE's gonna claim this tower, gets denied there by the Ogre. Cheeky play. Gonna get rewarded there, so there's no follow-up punish. Meanwhile, Mickey is very low on his HP pool, so Vendetta stun here could be the kill, but the invis will start, so immediately bails out of there. So poor time to use that then Vendetta hit, but you know, he was running out of it, so no harm trying.
At this rate, Noya is gonna have to change his name to Anoya, man. He's denied that tower. He's gone ahead and pissed the hell out of that Juggernaut at the middle lane, and now Baby Knight is taking on the role of being annoying as well. This is not looking good for SoliDUDES at all.
I mean, it's still early. The net worth is favoring the Radiant side, but here comes the rock. There's the startup we need, and Baby Knight having used his only out there to just harass that Juggernaut, gets punished, and now with this rock, we are gonna start at a nice hook here from downtown. Kefka finds the kill, the follow-up here onto the Oracle. He tries to run out from the cogs, but you don't run without taking a huge burn, and that's the burn they needed there. The heals come out from the Warlock, and that is the team fight. You know, the Golem should be hitting the creep wave. It does more damage to creeps than the tower. And yeah, Mickey actually tanking the tower for himself there. Everything but the Golem tanking the tower. And Noya looking for his secondary deny here on the tier 1. Is he gonna do it? Might be a bit risky.
Yeah, probably not a good idea in the face of a Jug that's holding on to the Omni Slash.
Oh, here's Joe, still waiting, looking for that pickoff. Yeah, has more sense than that to go for it. But Mickey running deep into enemy territory. I think they know that this stack's happening. Do they? Oh no, Juggernaut used the spin to try and steal the stack. Could get punished here. Gets the spin out, TP, and oh, gets punished. Punish is here. Does have stick charges, but here comes the Ogre as well. He's very dead. Oh, healing. Oh, healing. Now, very greedy there, going in for that harassment. And I like this play from the Luna, using the Wild Wing Ripper to actually kill the wave without her having to be there. Very nice.
Yeah, very cheeky.
It's something like this about Doom as well.
I was just about to point out, she's got just 2 points in the glaives. I don't think she can take this stack. And then this dude shows up and starts doing his thing. Not bad at all. That should accelerate her farm quite significantly. And I think this is when the Wild Wing Ripper decides to go on ancient duty.
Yeah, very well done here. The Luna now sitting at Helm of Dominator, going for the Dragon Lance, no doubt. We'll see if he picks up Threads. Some Lunas do skip Threads, but never mind. Picks the Threads now. And not going to be going for the boost of Travel Greed. But Kefka, he's there with the hook shot. I think Ace might want to play this one safe. The X marker to start. There is a Nyx Assassin kills off Warlock meanwhile, but there's no follow-up. They don't want to try this. The Nyx Assassin, I think, killing off the Warlock, I think they know that he's in the area. So starting something that would have been very unwise. And we have Mickey just porting, you know, doesn't port that. He walks to the middle lane. So he has that TP with the Omni Slash as well. So they might try and start things off. But Seal Kid, he tries to go for an X-Mark, immediately hit by the Eclipse. And the Juggernaut is into the fight now. Kunkka buys back. It's only a support kill. And the hook shot comes in. Man balls! Oh no, that's not the good one to get. But Noya getting locked in. And that's the Torrent as well. The waveform should secure that kill. It will be a kill. Kefka gets it. Seal Kid looking for that axe mark. Doesn't find it. But now they push in. The Warlock is back. The Golem in 4 seconds. So they could reset and go again. It's only 1 minute on that hook shot.
And that was the first whiffed hook shot, I think, from Kefka, but he got a kill on the back of it anyway.
That was actually really stupid. I think that hitbox on the hook shot is usually a lot bigger, and I'm surprised that one airbolt. But looks like they're not gonna give up this mid tier 1 without a fight. They have the cogs pushing in there. Baby Knight, very aggressive. Solitude coming in. They go on to an illusion of all things. Baby Knight gonna get crushed by the boat. Doesn't take the damage though. He will be bailed out for now. Is there another X? 3 seconds on that. They will actually get out of there in time. Running up to the high ground. They're very unwise, the Kunkka. But the rock landing on 04. And now there is going to be the tag. They're all linked together. They're losing life together. The X mark is dead. The Morphling taking a huge chunk of damage. Gets brought down by Baby Knight. The Nyx Assassin is here. And Ace, they waste their Golem there. They get the banish on the Golem as well. The team fight just not working out for them. The Juggernaut on that bottom lane, unable to land his 8 into the fight. And now with the Golem down, this tier 1 most likely to fall as well. And that big cooldown on that ultimate will come into effect here, like we mentioned.
It's sad that they couldn't get their cooldowns in sync there with the boat, or rather their spells thrown down in sync with the boat and the Golem. However, that was a pretty good drop coming out from him. But he's going to pay with his life here for sticking around longer than he should have. Very easy kill here for them. Ace will claim it for himself.
Yeah, great jump there. OD knew that. Oh no, this Juggernaut has just not been the player. And by Mickey, lucky for him, the Nyx Assassin a little bit too far off from that. Imperial are gonna play it safe. SoliDUDE gonna be taking the back foot here if they lose more tier 1 towers to the enemy. And well, more importantly, more lost team fights. But oh, meanwhile, Haste Joe scouting out this Kunkka again, just being a stalker. This guy, the perv. Oh no, Seal Kid, not gonna be able to get out of this one alive. And Joe has been a big contribution to his team.
Imperial has basically taken over the map at this point. They're sitting on the enemy side of the jungle. They're finding these stragglers walking out. Kind of risky for the Kunkka to just walk out there by himself, but I guess nothing ventured, nothing gained. Was he heading there to drop a ward though? No, I don't think that was the objective. He doesn't have a ward on him either, so... And it wasn't near the rune spawn.
Oh. There's a huge ancient stack, and Luna pretty much has no contest to that right now. But we've been talking them down a little bit. You know, there's still that Morphling that could come into play here. They've got big team fight combos. They just can't fall too far behind. Mickey hasn't had the best lane for himself, so he has to play a little bit more careful. Maybe get some detection on the board, you know. Play a bit more safe. Kefka been pretty poor, I think. I thought he's been doing great, but the net worth just not. Oh, okay, there he picked up a blade mail. I was wondering why he's still at that rope of the Magi. I thought maybe pick up the shreds. But yeah, pick up blade mail for himself. See how much good that is gonna do with the Impale.
Well, I'm a little worried for SoliDUDES because again, it just seems we just saw how desperately bad it could go if they don't sync up with the ghost ship and that drop there. That really is their only team fight. Those really are their only team fight tools, and if they can't pull those off, they're not getting anything done. But SJO, okay, saved by the bell, banished and false promise there.
He'll survive, and yeah, Oracle OD proving himself to be that annoying hero that he is. It's just difficult. It's just difficult to play.
Oh, Luna. Looks like she's almost done with her own Hurricane Pike, and there's Lincoln's.
Breaks the smoke there from Imperial, pops the cogs. Oh, there's the 4-star forward, but burns more mana. And again, the stun comes out, but there is no one there to follow up. Morphling is there though. There could be a banish. There's the blade mill. Pop there, but here comes the boat. Nice use of the hook shot as well as the boat, but the banish coming out onto that OD, so he'll keep himself alive for now. He's gonna be kept alive. That Death Strike not enough. Baby Knight losing health. The Fatal Bonds is there, so he gets the kill. But Rise already with that double kill. Mike going in. The Fatal Bonds just putting in the screws there. Rise taking a lot of damage here. The Golem gonna be soaking up a lot of that Eclipse. There's the spin, and there's the turnaround here. Imperial lose 4. SoliDUDE with the Ultra, and now with the Axe, there could be a Rampage. There's the turnaround we are looking for. We talk about teamfight ultimates, and that's why that Warlock is so contested as a pick here right now. Another Axe. Ace is not getting out of this alive. Are we in time for the Rampage? Yes, sir! Mr. SoliDUDE, the namesake of the team, gets 5 in a row. Good for him. It's half that E-Blade, well, half that Eagle song done.
Yep, that was absolute. It was such a desperate attempt coming out from the OD once he got hit with the drop and got the banish off. He did buy some time. It did look like Imperial were going to come back all guns blazing, but those Fatal Bonds were just disgusting. I mean, with the OD dying linked up to his allies, that was the death of the entirety of Imperial, and Morphling just in the right place at the right time with his Lincolns picked up. Perfect play coming out.
Yeah,
that puts him well ahead of the net worth.
The biggest mistake there was trying to run in after the call was already dropped on the high ground. The Nyx Assassin still getting forced in there to make something happen. He used his stun. They used the 4-staff charge to push the Nyx Assassin into a compromising situation. The power calls were there, still blocking up the ramp. It made Imperial's push forward very weird. They couldn't follow up after the Nyx stun, so those stuns were down. OD jumped in to try and kill off the Clockwork. They did kill him eventually, but he got hit by a rock. He got hit by a 4-man bond, and that Clockwork managed to get a hook shot off before that. So he was forced to use the banish on himself. So he's set up perfectly for that Juggernaut to come in and spin. And of course the boat and the Golem, everything just started to add up. And Fatal Bonds, it's hard to get rid of. You can't purge it. I think you can purge it. You can purge it, but you know, you can't purge your whole team.
Yep. Plus, it was just a level 2 Fatal Bond, so there's still a lot more room for those to grow. But with the drop on cooldown for another 30, it means they couldn't contest that top tier 1 tower, but they are going to go for the tier 2 at bottom anyway. Nah, they're just going to force out rotations from Imperial and then back away. And this is their game plan here now. They're just going to wait it out till the drop comes back online, and then they can try and group up once more. While Hestijo, on the flip side, will be looking for pickoffs in the downtime. He's gonna find Seal Kid here.
Under attack.
Nope,
Kid's
Seal
gonna
Kid
sit in
just
there.
waltzing around.
Throws out the Thorn and the boat just wants to clear out the creep wave. We'll get some money on the board. Not too bad. 40-second cooldown, well 60-second cooldown. Very, very short on that really powerful ultimate, doing 400 damage at level 1. So right now I think yeah, SoliDUDE have managed to keep up, or catch up rather nicely here with that rampage on the Morphling. Definitely going to be feeling good about that one. Eagle Song flying out, and if there's anything worse than early teamfight losses, it's early E-Blade on the Morphling. It just makes playing support so painful.
Yep, but well, I guess in this case it's not as bad because you've got the Fate's Edict coming out from that Oracle, which could dodge some of the damage, and well, you've got the Nyx Assassin with the Spike Carapace, which has basically no cast time. So shotgun pickoffs kind of difficult. Ogre's definitely not dying to those.
Yeah, but it's still a problem. If it hits your Luna, it might be forcing out
Oh yeah,
something
definitely.
out of him. And again, Baby Knight using that banish aggressively. Has to play careful here, going deep for SoliDUDE. But SoliDUDE, oh no! No. That's not how you play this game. You don't challenge the OD this way.
I see your Eagle Song and I raise you my hammer.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, you've got to be on such a confident emotional high after you get a rampage. I can do this. I can take on the OD, and then nope. Baby Knight says no.
And now Kafka gonna get chain stunned here. He does get the blade roll off, but it's minimal deflect here. As, he gets picked off, and well, right now, 2 heroes down. Ship is gonna land once again. Stop this push in his tracks. I really like the usage of the boat so far, but no, Mikhail has to probably Manta out of this. Manta, bro. Oh no, it's on cooldown. Used it to farm, and they lose another hero. Wow. I think that was just really arrogant. He saw his teammate go down to the bottom lane. He was farming Ancients. Okay, I give him that. He should have ported out right away, but instead went for more farming. Tried to walk through this point here. Very greedy. Very, very arrogant. Definitely. And that's going to surrender Roshan over to Imperial unless they decide to buy back in contest this. Rocket Flare is going to time out. It's going to scout them out. I think Imperial are not going to be too phased by this.
They're not contesting this. They're just gonna wait back. We had the Warlock actually. He smoked all the way through the top lane and came towards mid to drop down this Observer Ward here. He got that done while his allies were dying. But at this point, I'm pretty sure Imperial is just gonna walk into them as a 5-man unit. I don't see what this ward is gonna add to the lineup on the side of SoliDUDES.
Shadow Blade for Luna. Wow.
Okay, that's first. Well, a first in a long time, at least, I'm gonna say.
Right.
More stacks. Does she go for the full Silver Edge here? No real passives to disable, so probably not the greatest idea.
But it's just a nice build up, you know. It gives you another ultimate orb with the stats. Oh, SoliDUDE doesn't have the build out here. The Vendetta will keep the chase going. They don't have any heroes to follow up this gank, so I think Joe's just gonna scout here for now. Has to be careful not to walk into sentries though. Yeah.
Alright, so someone on chat clarifies that you can just purge off the symbol above the hero, but the fatal bond still continues.
I just checked Dotapedia though. It does say that it can be purged, so I'm not sure.
Alright, Seal Kid's in trouble, and he's dead.
But SoliDUDE will get out of here. No, he does not. He's in a lot of trouble. He replicates out. The orb is gonna follow him. That doesn't do enough to kill him off. But yeah, looks like the Seal Kid will tank the gank for the Morphling, more or less. And, without that boat, it's gonna be a slow time here. But Mickey using the Manta for a push again. He will spin. Does it TP out? Yep, there are no stuns through this. He'll bail out in time. You know something? I just learned that Hurricane Pike gives you attack speed while you use that active. Nice.
That really? I don't.
It gives you 100 more attack
This is
speed.
why
I
you
realized
need
that the
fine
balls
print.
come out faster when he hit Roshan. He used it on Roshan and he shot a lot faster. And I thought it was Bloodlust, but then I hovered over it. It gives you 100 more attack speed. So you know, a lot of people
quite
just
great.
use Hurricane Pipe for that. You know, oh yeah, infinite range, blue kind of thing. But it has that extra bonus, and you know, you play Dota for so long, you know, you find out new things every day. Oh, Sentry Ward will scout out this gank. The Shadow Blade, the Silver Edge actually is there, and Senia will have to deploy his ultimate here if he wants to start, but now he immediately gets stunned. The ball comes in, and I think that's a bad position to use the rock anyway. And Mickey Will probably have to TP himself out, but he doesn't have TP, so this could be a problem for him. Man to dodge, yep, he will start. Maybe a good Omni Slash here could be a possibility, but there's an Aegis on that OD. Doesn't want to waste that big ultimate right now. Just wants to kite around this timing. Look at the timer. Yeah, still got about a good 2.5 minutes there on the Aegis.
Very scary proposition going in when your Warlock has died. It's Morphling doing the right thing, pushing out the wave, slowing down the push from Imperial when the Warlock was dead. Well, fortunately, and I say fortunately like this might be a good thing, Insania's only at level 8, so he respawns really quickly.
Ah, well. And I think I like how Morphling's cloning him as well, because he's a high priority target. You know, you don't want that rock to drop, so you'll see Imperial try and go after him. Sometimes they go after the illusions, and they might just be walking into a Morphling trap. Maybe we'll see another rampage from him. Look at that. E-Blades up.
Alright, Baby Knight's got himself a Blink Dagger online as well, so lots of initiation potential. Nyx, are we seeing an Aghanim Scepter build up here? He did choose to go for the 4-staff over and above that Blink Dagger. Good choice versus the Clockwork. Not too much value versus Seal Kid's Kunkka, however.
Yeah. Baby Knight going in there, top lane, you're looking to push, and I really like how Seal Kid's just been staying in the trees here, throwing out boats onto the creep waves when it comes, and being that guy, you know, that's gonna X mark from the shadows when you don't expect it. You see the line drawn here for Imperial. They think the enemy is still in their base, but they are so wrong as the enemy is just split pushing, and now Kunkka gonna throw a boat in that middle lane. Probably to stop a Rex push, and I like how there is buying time for this Aegis.
They should be able to hold on. No, there's still, what, 2 more minutes? 1.5 minutes till the Aegis time's out?
I think a 1.5 minutes is about right.
Alright. Diffusal Blade finished up on the jog, so some firepower coming their way.
Yeah, we see the good use of space there, but there's always the Nyx Assassin to contend with, so whenever he's farming off, he has to be careful while using that spin to push. This could result in his death if he's not careful. The Sentry Ward is there! Oh no! Oh wow! Yeah, that's E-Blade right there. Mr. Waterman.
Caught with his pants down, he had no clue that he was visible there. Couldn't react in time.
You're back in the Wild West, bro. The Wild West. Shot him right in the face. That was painful. Oh, now there's the hook in onto the Luna. And is there going to be a kill though? Hurricane Pike is there, but there is no follow-up as the hook has already been used. The cogs locked down, but they do chase the Luna away. And in the end, this Aegis completely nullified, I think. Yeah, the Aegis has timed out. Nyx Assassin dying there, making more space for SoliDUDES. They tried to catch the Luna there. Scout out Baby Knight. He has Lincolns. It's a bit tough to lock him down now with the Lincolns on him. E-Blade's gonna be blocked. X-Mark's gonna be blocked. Kinda like the Lincoln's pickup. But still has to play
what does Morphling go for from here though? His E-Blade's done like we pointed out.
Oh, Mickey. If only he knew that Baby Knight was alone. That would have been a nice Omni Slash land.
Would it though? I mean, he's got Banish, he's got...
yeah, but then if you Banish, then you set yourself up for a Torrent Boat.
Yeah, that's true.
So. Okay, but then there, yeah, I guess there's always Blink Dagger, so we'll see. Either way.
I'm wondering I'm really curious about what this Morph is gonna go next, because I always feel like he hits this massive power spike when he gets the E-Blade, but thereon after it's just diminishing returns.
Oh really? I think Morphling is powerful all throughout because of how strong the hero is at destroying people as well as buildings. His illusions are just super strong. I think Manta is the nice choice here. Uh-oh, what's happening? Middle, Juggernaut gets himself banned, he gets himself stunned. And he's staying around here now, he spins, he keeps himself alive, but he's taking huge chunks of damage. He has to be careful here, he's taking damage that he can't recover from. And now there is going to be the Eclipse clearing things up, and they're right in the middle of the base here. Ace is just really disrespecting the space that's in this, well, in this Radiant base and this Dire base. And now Rob held back a little bit, Mickey forced to buy back into this game. The X button, the OD, and he gets hit by an Omni Slash. The Rock comes in as well. There's going to be a way forward. They lose that OD. Can they get more? They will have the Fatal Bonds applied across. Solitude dropping low on health. He will port away. The healing ward is there, keeping everyone topped up. Ace doesn't have a BKB. Diffusal plays just so punishing here. They're locking him down. The X mark is there. There's another spin. Here's the E-Blade. It's going to be disjointed there by that Shadow Blade. Here's Joe dropping low. The Golem is as well, but the healing comes out. Morphlake dropping low though. The bolt comes out there. It's going to land right onto Noya. It's going to be healing them, dealing a lot of damage with those Fatal Bonds. The wave is here. Solitude doesn't have that stun. Doesn't get the kill. Not enough. Luna now trapped alone, getting isolated. Ogre Magi going down to the Warlock in the fountain, and Rise, although he does have the Fatal Bonds on him, he's the last guy bonded alive, so there's gonna be no kill in that. So unfortunately for the Ogre, thought he got out of there scot-free. Still bonded to the Luna.
It was a costly hold, but a very successful one. They did have to buy out on the Juggernaut for that.
They get mega kills though, and mega kill to get the OD, $500, $700, 500 more. So I think the Juggernaut made more money than he lost anyway. Oh, another hook shot landing in. The Oracle pushed back outwards, and the Diffusal Blade is there as well. He will not be getting out of this alive. He purges himself, and that will be a forced ultimate. So he does bail himself out, but that's the ultimate on cooldown for a couple more seconds. So there won't be an initiation here. Baby Nice, play careful here. Joe, very aggressive. The X mark is there. The spike's already been used. The Torrent, a little bit early there. Xenia coming in there. The hammer will be dropped. It will not kill them off. The bolt is there. And Baby Knight in trouble there. Getting that Diffusal Blade, using that charge on that OD to break the Lincoln. So he'll buy the Diffusal number 2 here. And SoliDUDE, they escape there with minimal punishment.
Yeah,
Hammer's
that's
down.
a pretty big win coming out for the Dire side. Baiting out that OD ult. 140 seconds without it. No buybacks, however, on the Radiant side for that one, though. So I guess that's a bit of a win for Imperial. And they know that the drop is down. They know that the boat is down for a little longer. And yep, Warlock himself is down as well. So
yeah. And, yeah, very greedy, pushing so far out. He does have buyback though, but nowhere close to his Aghanims if he does. He only has money for the point booster stuff. Yeah, so someone in the chat, Esric Godbear, shout out to him. When you purge Fatal Bonds, you purge yourself of sending damage, but you still receive damage from linked targets. So, yeah, okay. Makes sense. It's a complex spell, but yeah. Makes sense that it works that way. So, good to know. Now, SoliDUDE, they have this crucial moment where they have to hold for 10 seconds. I don't like how Mickey is standing on the steps there. He could get hit by a chain stun. That could be the kill on him right away. The 4-staff is there as well. They push him out. I don't know why he wanted to stand on the low ground there. That's
a dieback.
Yeah, that's a dieback as well. And I don't know what was his purpose standing on the low ground, opening himself up to a potential stun. That was just I don't know, that's just risky play.
It seemed like a momentary lapse of concentration coming out from him. I don't see any reason why you do that.
Yeah, that's just not good play there. And SoliDUDE immediately goes into that replicate there, but he takes a huge chunk of damage. Here comes the rock. The Hurricane Pike is there. BKB on that Morphling. We asked what item next. There's the one. Counters ODs perfectly, and we'll banish him out. Kafka having fought away. There's still that waveform. SoliDUDE running out of that BKB now, so has to play careful. He uses that Lincoln Sphere, gets stunned there, but here's the upheaval, slowing things down. SoliDUDE very low. He does E-Blade himself. There is no hammer, thankfully for him. The Warlock Golem still holding the ground there, and they have used their ultimates. Can they hold further? 25 seconds to vote. There is no hammer. 30 seconds to that. Eclipse is available, so there's a lot of DPS that could be coming in. The Warlock Golem is about to drop, so there's going to be that damage mitigation.
Yeah, Burns, Lifesteal, Purifying Flames, all of that allows them to keep this push going, but
this huge wave on the bottom lane saves them, so the dieback will not be punished. I think that's huge, actually.
That's actually a very big deal for SoliDUDE. They've dodged a bullet there, losing just about a half HP on their tier 3 tower, and they live to fight another day.
Yeah, alright, Kafka. I think so far has been one of the biggest space makers in this game. Really opening up the opportunities for their team to stay alive in this game. SoliDUDE used a BKB charge, didn't get any kills out of it, but he kept his base alive, I think, and that's what really matters. Let's see what happens from here, as he has 2,000 gold in the bank. 300 CS, seems good.
Huge props to the Morphling, by the way. The entire reason they managed to pull off that defense was because he went in like a ninja, got some damage done on the Luna, and forced her to back away. That's what allowed
Oracle to heal her up, patch her up.
Well, Rosh is back, and they have intel about this, so there should be a fight breaking out about the pit, I believe.
Oh, Nyx. Sure, catch. They don't have catch heroes, so to speak. Clockwork's there, but not the best against all the 4-staffs. But you know, it's also a good thing because you force your enemy to get all those 4-staffs. You know, there's just so much 4 staffs on the Radiant right now. Imperial. You know, you waste that slot. And now
Yeah, but I mean, I guess 4 staffs are actually pretty good this game. Even if they're just being forced, I mean, they're forcefully being picked up. I don't think it's a bad item choice.
yeah, it's not bad, but you know, it's always good to force opponents to get something. You know, like how what's another good thing? I think 4 staff is the most.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
you know,
best
there's some
example of
heroes
that
that force you to get BKBs early.
Ricky, man, Ricky, he forces you to get sentries and dust all games. I think that's one of the
it's kind
few.
of that thing. You know? It's good, but it forces you to get it. When you force someone to get something, they become predictable. It's a thing you can play around, and I think it's great. Is that BKB coming from Luna? No, it's a butterfly. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. But you know what else is gonna hurt? If Morphling replicates that Luna, oh man, that's gonna really leave him out. See if he does manage to do it though.
You bet it is, but no Lincoln's Luna this time around.
Yeah.
Again, I'm
real
still
need, and
confused.
this Warlock is playing very greedy again. Oh, the scan here, the Radiant. They get the scan. SoliDUDE has to be very careful here. This Linkers, he has that BKB as well. He immediately uses it, and he will back off and OTP. So he should not die here. Should not. Okay, he should not. He uses BKB though. That's huge, but it tanked the gank. That's the biggest part about it. The Warlock was about to get caught as well, playing greedy again on the off bottom lane, trying to get a kill. But now without this BKB, they know that they can go for this Aegis quick and easy.
That was a costly play coming out from SoliDUDES.
Steals? I don't think it's a good idea. And they body block it, so no steal. OD will get that Aegis. He has a lot of damage on him now. And with the Bloodlust as well, he hits really fast, the Mystic Staff. I think it's probably a Hex, but it could be Shiva's as well to off-put a lot of that physical that comes in from the Morph and Jug.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the
SoliDUDE.
Shiva's god.
Just be careful here. There is invisibility. SoliDUDE. He has the. Oh no! Now they go for it. He's just leading them by the nose. Now E-Blade shoots the Luna down to half health, and he has the replicate out. So no real fear here.
Space created. That's the definition of what he just did right
Yeah, look,
there.
they're just running around in circles. Imperial not focusing on the target at hand. The creep wave is here, but they're over here chasing dreams. But yeah, this Morphling is just gonna probably shoot another E-Blade at the Luna and back off. It's gonna wave this creep wave. Oh no, there's the boat. It's gonna miss. A little bit off the mark here. Time to go, guys. Oh, COK doesn't have mana. COK doesn't have mana. He screwed up. Oh, the E-Blade! Oh, wow. This guy, he's like the spotter. He's like the laser spotter for those Navy SEALs to drop the airstrike. that was that right there. And wow. Not only did they not get the kill, they lose their
He
arm.
had a replica that he could have jumped off to, but made Hex onto the clockwork. Kefka's in a lot of trouble and he's dead for sure.
Xenia is dead as well. No TP. How could you be so far out without TP? But oh, hello. Hello. There's the Omni Slash. Finds Joe. There is going to be a banish. So is there a rock to start? That replicate comes down. Oh, Baby Knight in trouble. He has no BKB. He has the Lincolns though. And SoliDUDE doesn't have replicate. He doesn't have BKB. This is trouble for him. The hammer could drop. This could be a death here on that Morphling. The Morphling could be cornered here. He has brought down the Eclipse. There's too much damage. He does have the buyback. But this is problems for SoliDUDE. They lose their Warlock. This guy doesn't have a buyback. I'm very surprised at his performance this game. Not holding TPs, just getting caught out non-stop. And yeah, this is problematic for them. Oh, there's Seal Kit in trouble as well. The Morphling buys back. They immediately peel off from the Dire base. But one more mistake and they're out. Kefka.
Doing what he can. These cogs just gonna slow this down, but the push is coming and there's nothing that SoliDUDE can do about it for another 10 seconds.
Oh, SoliDUDE.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. The hammer
Holy
drops.
hell.
Immediately melts off the Morphling, and this could be game right here. Triple kill for Baby Knight. Clockwork buys back. Without the Morphling, I don't believe they can hold. The base will go down long before Morphling respawns, and this Hex is just too much. Mickey is going to try for the Omni Slash. The Banish comes out. He still has that Aegis. How are you going to kill this man twice? The rock comes down, but it's going to be pretty futile. And here comes the reverse rampage. Yeah, probably. Mickey, dive the base, man. Come on, get that rampage. Nope. No balls.
One swift blow to end it all, really. They spotted that the Warlock was down for another 5 seconds, and Baby Knight, no hesitation whatsoever, jumps in with a double Astral Imprisonment. I'm sorry, the double Sanity's Eclipse, and Imperial, in a matter of seconds, end the game right from there.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of disappointing for me. I thought this game would be drawn out a little bit more, but Hey, best of ones, like we said, cruel. Imperial have a very ruthless draft. You know, they have that big team fight. They have the big pick off potential as well. And overall, you know, they just were the better team. So we'll be hopping into our next best of one. Up next will be
Vega versus EC, I believe.
all right. So Vega versus who? EC. Okay. Yeah, Vega versus EC gonna be coming right up. So stay with us, guys. You're watching the Dota 2 Champions League, brought to you by Epic Esports Events as well as Face It. So yeah, stay with us, and we'll be right back with the third BO1 for today. We have 2 more to go, and yeah, we'll be right back. Much love and Kappa.